Are you guys ready to learn how to make B&I bingo cards?
Yes.
Yay! All right, let me stop sharing for a minute. So,
Question.
Yes,
What does the N stand for?
network,
Oh, network. Okay.
Business Network International. So this is a B&I bingo card. This is the cover. The back of it has my personal branding. The inside has instructions on how to play bingo, and then there's a bingo card. So we are going to make the entire card today, including the bingo parts, and we're going to do it in 30 minutes. And then I'll show you how to send them. But the thing is, you've got to send them one card at a time. So it does take a while to do it. But I'm going to give you all of the stuff that you need to make them. You just have to do the labor. All right.
Will this have any value for other than BNI?
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. Any networking group that you belong to can play bingo where you just put in the names of the people in the chapter and they have one-to-ones with the people in the chapter. Or oh gosh, as a real estate agent, imagine, okay, Di, you're gonna have to help me with this one, but let's play real estate bingo, right? Let's say you send out the bingo card to your clients and you say there's
your clients being the real estate agent or the customer buying a home?
the customers that
Yeah,
have purchased
Just
homes.
clarifying.
So there's 25 spots on the bingo card, right? And each one of those spots has the name of a restaurant, the name of a store, the name of a bar, right? And then you go to those restaurants and those bars and you say, hey, I'm doing this promotion. And in exchange for you sponsoring this promotion, I would like to bring my people into your location. When they come, can you please stamp their card where it says that, that they visited? Oh my gosh, I'm coming up with this idea on the fly. So we got to flush this idea out, right? And then they stamp it, and then you say, as soon as you hit a bingo, let's call me and you come up with some sort of prize, or I don't know. I'm not sure.
Brownies, a gift card for one of the local establishments that they've already given you the gift card for. That's their contribution to the bingo card. Like if you've got your plumber or whatever, have them you give a discount coupon, and it would be, I don't know, 5 for a quarter or something. Once those 5 are gone, then yeah.
I love that the businesses that you have on the bingo card are the ones who provide the prizes. So there's a lot of different ideas that we can do. This is specific to networking, but you could take this bingo concept and just create really groovy stuff with it. I had
if you're doing an in-person networking event, it can be an icebreaker. Find somebody that has the same birthday, find somebody that has a complementary business to you, or a service you've never heard of, or the sky's the limit with that.
Yeah, I
love
love that.
Birthday, so that you can collect a birthday and celebrate with them on their birthday by sending a card or gift or whatever. But
we do bingo cards for our Thursday sip and shops on Main Street. I did bingo cards for my business team. Oh, how did you do bingo for your Marianne? Chime in and tell us what you did.
Okay, so for my business team, we have a small team to where everybody is in different areas, not just the island itself, but also in different states. And with the bingo card, it was to do specific activities, to where some are business building activities, others are just fun things. Oh, yay! Great, Susan. Fun activities, business activities, and also activities to where they connect with each other. And basically, whoever gets the first bingo gets a surprise. And if you want to go for a blackout, then you get another surprise.
Perfect. I think I did that with my business team several years ago. I'll have to go and figure out if I did. I think I did. So I'll have to go figure out what I did. That was a long time ago, though. Okay, so let's from the beginning, this is what you do. The first step is to get the list of members from your chapter. A blackout bingo is when the entire page is filled, Rita. So if you are a BNI member, this is how you do that. You go to BNI Connect, you click on reports, chapter, and then you go and you find meeting notes report. You click go, and then you can export that. This is the easiest, export it without headers. This is the easiest way to get the list of everybody in your chapter. Okay. Questions on that? No. All right. So that's for BNI. If you don't belong to BNI, I'm sure that whatever networking organization you belong to has something where you have a roster of the people in your chapter or in your group. But that's BNI. Okay, so once you've done that, then you go over to Canva and you steal my bingo card, because why reinvent the wheel? Just use what's already made. So here's the link for that. When you
Change your name and location.
change it to so change Michigan business leaders to the name of your chapter. If you don't belong to a BNI chapter, just take BNI off. Change the color if you want to a different color. This is the inside of the card. This right here is a graphic that explains the power of one. So when I send out these bingo cards to my chapter, it's to improve our traffic light report status. The traffic light report is based on the power of one. The power of one is 1 referral per week, 1 visitor per month, 1 meeting per week, 1 CEU per week, and 1 one-to-one per week. So when I created the BNI bingo cards, I made sure that the power of one activities were what people were getting credit for. So if you're not in BNI, just take that graphic out, change it to wherever you want. But here's the language that I use for the rules. Referrals, CEUs, and chapter meeting attendance are cumulative. So if you attend 4 meetings, you also attend 1, 2, and 3 meetings. Horizontal, vertical, and diagonal all count towards your total number of bingos with 12 possible combinations. And this contest begins when this card arrives and ends on, and then give it an end date, give it a month, give them a month. And the member with the most bingos wins a prize. So last time we had one member who shown everybody else, and I sent her a coffee mug as the prize. So in case you were wondering what the prize is, I sent a coffee mug. So that's that. And I gave you the template. So now you have these 2 panels done for you, so you don't have to worry about it. So now it's the hard part. The next website you need is myfreebingocards.com. And here's the link. This is a completely free site, but you have to pay attention to what to do. So there are steps. Okay. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to change the title of the card. So I'm going to call this BNI Power of One Bingo. All right. And then, I have a list of the spaces that are going to be on the card. I'm going to go over here and grab my list. Copy that, put it in the chat so you have it. All right, there's the list. And then I'm going to go back to the bingo card maker, and I'm going to paste them into the enter the words and numbers area. And that's annoying that there's little lines there, so you just delete them. Right, that's really annoying. Okay, I hope that doesn't happen with the members list too. All right, so then we have to get rid of all this. All right. Oh, there was a smiley face, as there was an emoji as one. That's cute. Okay, and then you go and you grab your members. So I have them in a spreadsheet. You grab your members, copy. This is the export from the download from BNI Connect that I showed you. So grab them, copy and paste paste them into the. So now all of the Power One activities are in there, and every member of the chapter is in there. So then you're going to change the layout, and I highly recommend that you use the Inksaver layout because that's the easiest to read. I'm going to let Shauna in. And then grid size. This is really important. Grid size is 5 by 5. Okay. Extra options, open that up and change it to one large card. And then I think it looks better when the font is all the same size. I just think it looks better. So I change it to all in, and if you wanted a free space, you can put in a free space. But what I do is I say, if your name is on the card, you're a free space. Because you can't, it's too much work to go through and make sure the person you're sending the card to doesn't have their name on the card. All right. Okay. So then we're ready. Everything, that is everything you need to do. And then you click next step. And you get 30 cards for free. So here's a hot tip. If your chapter has more than 30 members, just redo the process. All right. So you don't have to pay for them. So you get 30 cards for free. You click on that, you click let's go. And then you click on print all. And then you download the PDF. And here's the PDF. So now what you need to do is you need to save it. So download it. I better put the date. So it's April 2023. Okay. And then this is another important part that I forgot to pull up the page. Then you have to go to PDF Candy. So I told you there's steps. It's fast, but there's steps. Then you go to PDF Candy and you want to convert the PDF to PNG. PDF to PNG, here it is, right there. So we're converting from PDF to PNG. I'm going to add the file. I'm sorry, I have a scratch in my throat. Apologize for coughing. Okay, and then you want to make it high quality so that it's actually legible to read. And then you convert it. You can only use PDF Candy once every hour. So if you make a mistake, you have to come back an hour later to do it again. You know, freemium products always put stipulations on how often you can use them. So then you wait for it to do its thing. And this is, again, it's easy, but it's time consuming and there's a lot of steps.
Is it that expensive to go with a paid version?
I don't know. I don't know what the paid version is on. I've never looked because I don't use it very often. The only time I ever use it is when I'm making bingo cards. It's a great resource. It does all those conversions, not just PDFs to images, but lots of different, you can even edit your PDF from this program. I'm sure that the paid version isn't very expensive. Okay, now you can download the entire thing or you can download one card at a time. So I'm just going to download the whole file and stick it in my downloads folder. But if you have like 10 people that you're doing it for, you could just download them one at a time. So the first page is instructions and the second page is the caller sheet. So you don't need the caller sheet or the instructions page. You just need the bingo cards. All right, so now it's downloaded. I'm going to open that up and I'm going to extract it. So I don't know how to extract on an Apple, but on a Windows, what kind of computer do I have? A Windows computer. You use the extract all button right here and it saves to a new folder. And just remember where you put it. So now these are the actual folder, the actual files, right? Crap. Oh. So there's what a bingo card looks like. Pretty cool. All right.
Can't you just reuse one of these again and again and again?
Yeah, but then everybody gets the same bingo card and everybody needs to have their own bingo card.
But if I'm doing it for my clients, I wouldn't need that.
No, if you're doing it for your clients, you can send everybody the same bingo card. Yeah.
So Candace, what you're saying is when we download all those files, all the different bingo cards, we have to make sure that we have whoever we're sending that card to, their name has to be on that file.
No, not necessarily. You can send them a card that doesn't have their name in it.
Oh, okay.
If they have their name in it, though, then
It's
they get a free space. Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. I was just,
I mean,
wondering.
I've never made that stipulation that their name had to be on the card. Because I'm too lazy. I want to get it done fast. So I
I was
just do
gonna
it in
say-
order.
I was going to say it'd be much easier just take one card, do somebody one card, do the next person. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
great. That
Okay.
makes it simpler.
So we've done with this, we're done with this, we're done with this, we're done with this, and I don't have send out cards open. Okay, so then you do the fun part. Send out cards. Oh, and you need to have your list of names. So here's my list of names. So I always keep the list open so that I make sure I'm sending the card to the right person. And then I have a little check mark here. So when you set up your Google Sheet, do you guys know how to add a check mark to a Google Sheet? Okay, so let's open this up in Google. Oh, come on, open up. Oh, here.
Candace, can you also, if you don't use Google Sheets, can you also add that checkbox in an Excel chart?
I think you can, but
Okay.
it's not as easy. Sheila, do you know?
No.
I changed to Google Sheets because of the check marks.
Oh.
You could just highlight it
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
or add another column and say done or whatever. Like
yeah, that's what I
if
usually
it's
do.
already there, it might
Yeah.
be easier to do that than to create a whole nother document.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So in Google Sheets, what you do is you highlight the column and then you go to insert and you insert a checkbox and the checkbox gets inserted in the whole column. Pretty nifty. Yeah, that's why I use Google Sheets. Okay, so I can close this window because I had the sheet open. Send out cards is here. So you log in. It said Deborah Davis was my sponsor up in the upper corner. She must have been the last link I opened. Then you go to your card catalog. And these count as heartfelt cards because you're going to make every card one card at a time. So you click on build your own, vertical, customize, 2-panel card on standard paper, next. And then I'm going to teach you a trick on how to make it go quicker. So you add your image. So go to my upload image. Then you upload the photo for the front of the card. So there's the front of the card. And you click on the photo to fill in the spot. Then you go to the inside. I'm going to put it on panel view. This is the left panel. So then you click on the icon for layout. And you click on the full bleed image layout. And then you click on upload image. Oh, sorry. You click on image and then upload image. And then you upload the second panel. And then you fill that spot. And then you do something very important. You click on save. And then you click save again because you always want to save it twice. All right. And then you go to the right panel. You click on layout. And you don't do what I just did. You click on layout. So right panel, layout, full bleed image. And then image, upload image. All right. And then you open up the folder. And it starts. Hold on, put it in the version where you can actually see the icons. So you're going to start here and just remember what number you're on. Okay. So we're starting here, opening it up. Click there. And that's the inside right. And then the back of the card is your custom branding so that the BNI members or the members that you're dealing with know that you're the one who sent them this awesome card. And then you click checkout. You go to your list. First person on the list is Cassie. You click add recipient. You search for Cassie in your address book. All of my members should be in my address book. You click done. And you click ready to send.
Candace,
send.
with your QR code on the back of your card, what do you go? Is it a video?
It goes to sockgreetingcard.com/myid.
Oh, okay.
I like that sock greeting card landing page the best because it's a sales funnel basically. So I like that one the best. I wish it wasn't orange, but it is what it is. Okay, so now the first card's done. All right, so now we should be able to scroll down to our custom cards, click on see all, and there it is. So then we send that card. This is the time saver right here. You go to the inside, you click on the panel that you want to change, you click on upload, and then you click the next image. Upload, wait for it to upload, fill in the space, check out, figure out who's next on your list. Kasha is no longer in the chapter, goes to Connie. Add recipient.
And
Click
this
on-
qualifies for a heartfelt card.
This
do
is
we?
a heartfelt card because every card is different.
What they told me was your card has to be 20% different, and if you're making one whole panel different, that's different.
Yeah, it's 25% different.
Yeah.
Every card is unique.
Can
So
you
there's
show
a
us how to
second
do
one.
that
And then
again?
go
So
ahead.
Candace, I have a question. When you were in send out cards and you finished a card, then you went to the second one, you went to custom cards and
Uh-huh.
clicked see all. I gotta tell you, I didn't know that's where they were now keeping them.
You have to save the card.
Right.
So if
I
you don't
thought-
save the card, it won't be there.
I thought that they saved them in drafted cards.
That's if the card hasn't sent. So if it's never
Ah.
been sent, it's in drafts. But if you've sent it and you've saved it, your saved cards are there.
Okay.
But if you don't save it, it's not going to be there. So make sure
Right.
you save it. And you only
Can
use
you
it
go
once.
to your sent cards?
You
and
can,
open
but
it?
then if you go to
And
your
you-
send cards, it's no longer a heartfelt
Yeah.
card.
Yeah.
That
You
is.
can't,
that
you
is
can't send it again. from
amazing.
the sent.
That is
Yeah.
such a time saver. Thank you.
You're
Yeah.
welcome. I do know that I do that for so many. I do that for my thank you cards for my podcast guests. I use that saved card feature to reuse cards over and over again all the time because I have
Oh
my
my
favorite
God.
cards, right?
It is amazing.
And they're mostly custom. I'm changing the message I'm sending, but I'm using this. Like for my podcast guests, I always put the cover of their podcast, their picture on the front of the card, and then the message changes. But it's the same card over and over again. So why recreate it every time? Why not just slap the pictures in the right places?
Basically a
I
custom
thought the only way
template.
you could do that was a campaign, but and then it's not a heartfelt, this
Yeah.
is like fabulous. Yeah.
Yep. All right. We have 5 minutes. Questions, comments. I can't believe I actually did this whole tutorial in that short of a time.
Yeah.
You're good, Candace.
I've
Hey.
sent a lot of bingo cards.
I had a question, like, why is it a different panel?
I'm
The
sorry.
panel, the bingo panel is different. That page is different.
For every user, because when you
Yeah.
go play bingo, everybody has a different card. That way,
Who makes a different card? Does the system make the different card?
Rita, when you go into the bingo card generator, it automatically does that when it populates the card. That's why there's 25 that download.
Okay, okay,
yeah, the bingo card generator randomizes the cards.
okay.
So that's that's why we use tools.
But if I did this for my clients with that restaurant idea, I could just send the same card to
Yeah,
every-
and you wouldn't even have to do it through the bingo card generator. You could use Canva to make the bingo card.
Oh,
Yeah, because your
So
cards are all
I'm-
going to. Yeah, go ahead.
But then it's not heartfelt, Susan, if you're going
Yeah.
to send out the same card.
it is. I understand that, but
Okay.
in order to just get the cards out, when
Yeah.
I'm sending it to several hundred people, you
Yeah.
know,
You could just do
right.
bulk.
So
Yeah.
you would run into the problem of bingos happening all at the same time then if people are on it.
That's
That's
true, but I don't think that's going to be an issue with Susan because she's not sending like the same household the same card. Like the house, she's only one house. The household only getting one card.
It would be more like a scavenger hunt than it would be a bingo.
Oh, that's what I
Correct.
would call it. Call it a scavenger hunt instead of a bingo card because.
Yeah. That's a good idea. It's a very good idea, Sheila. And Susan, Sheila could do this for you so that you don't have to do it. Just saying. She's very affordable.
if anybody knows teachers that they could do that for their class, mail it to the house and then have them bring it to school.
I
There's so many uses.
Deb, I don't worry about taking the my free bingo cards off the card. I just leave it on
Okay.
there. Yeah, it's where'd my bingo card go? Yeah, it's just right here in the bottom corner. It's not obtrusive. Plus, they made these free cards for me. And I've done bingo a lot. Like I've been in BNI for 5 years, and I think I've done bingo twice a year since I've been a member. But I've made bingo cards for my chapter.
So I have a question about that. So
Yeah.
like you just did a bingo card, you'll send it out and you have instructions on it. does it say anywhere? I mean, we didn't read it, but does it say anywhere like do this bingo game and win a prize or something?
It does, but I announce ahead of time in the chapter. Okay, we're
Oh,
playing
you
bingo
do?
again.
Okay.
mean, this is-
okay.
Our chapter has played bingo at least 3 times since I joined it. Am I right, Deb? Is this will this be our 4th bingo that we played
Twice.
twice? So, okay, so this will be the
Um.
3rd time we play bingo. So it's just a matter of, hey guys, we're playing bingo again. But the first time asked to be the Ed moment. Like say, can I have an
okay.
idea, run it by your VP or whoever and say, I have an idea for the chapter to increase engagement. Can I be the Ed moment for this week?
Okay.
And then you
It'll
tell them what
become
you're doing.
BNI culture for your chapter as you do it.
Mhm.
It'll be
Excellent.
part of the culture.
Excellent.
They have the people that I didn't expect to enjoy doing it enjoyed doing it. Like I didn't expect our financial planner to think it was a good idea, and he had fun playing. So
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He should be playing with
Sorry,
his
I'm a little late
clients.
coming
I-
in.
I
Do
was-
you
I was
only do
thinking-
bingo when you're presenting, or does it matter which day you do it?
what do you mean? So
Do
I
you
just-
do bingo on a day when you have the 10-minute presentation?
no,
or
the
does it-
Ed moment. The Ed moment's only 5 minutes. So there's always an education moment in a BNI meeting at the very
Right.
beginning of the meeting. So I would just ask, hey, can I be the Ed moment this week so I can explain how bingo works?
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. And just, run it by the chapter ahead of time. Don't just say, hey, I'm playing bingo. Tell the chapter what you're doing. And if you want, I'll send you, drop it in the chat so I see it. If you want me to send you one of these cards, I will send you one of these cards so you can show it to your chapter. So drop it in the chat if you want one. Sheila
You
is a
did it once
virtual
for us
assistant.
here. I
Okay.
think you did one bingo a while back for coffee hour.
I think we did.
I had a question.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to come up with ideas on what to put down for newly launching chapters. So I'm trying to make sure that they're doing everything that they're supposed to do. They have to invite 2 people a week. They have to sponsor 1 person. They have to
make
make
that
sure they're
list.
doing all their trainings. I'm just trying to find out
Yeah,
ideas.
make that list and do the bingo cards, including the one-to-ones. Do that whole list, invite
Yeah.
2 people. Do it. I mean, make that, it's the exact same thing it's even better for a launching chapter because launching
People love
chapters,
prizes. If
Uh-huh.
they're working for a prize, they're gonna do it. If they get a prize, they're gonna do it. Even a brownie.
Mhm. Mhm. And remember, send out cards is a complete 100% tax write-off. So you can write off everything.
How long do your list have to be?
What do you mean?
How many
Like how
people?
many items?
Oh,
Well, there's 25 spots on a bingo card, so 25 items.
That's a lot.
But the item list, oh, did I already close it? The item list for the have 1-1-1, it's 1-1-1. No, I'm sorry, it's not 1-1. Pass 4 referrals. That's 4 line items. Right? Referral 1, referral 2. So you can get to 20 just with the activities. Invite 1 person, invite 2 people.
Or for a launching chapter, it could be sit with somebody new at your next meeting. Introduce yourself to new people. Like
oh,
because it's a different twist when you're just launching because not everybody. Does that help?
Deb, when it's a new chapter that's forming, do they have the passport yet or not yet?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, as a new chapter, they're not an official BNI member
No.
yet. So
Not
they
until
don't
we get on the board. No.
Okay.
But bingo is a great substitute for passport.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. I mean, Deb, another idea is just to, like say, listen to an Ivan Meisner podcast.
That's pick your favorite 5 podcasts and say, listen to podcast number 800. If you guys listen to the BNI podcast, 800 is my new favorite podcast episode. BNIpodcast.com, episode 800. It's
Huh.
an easy one to remember. It's my absolute favorite new episode. It's about giving testimonials.
Ah.
It's
Doesn't-
excellent.
Cody.
All right, we need to wrap up. So we'll see you guys next week. Oh, did you guys learn something today? Are you all going to go make bingo cards?
I'm making mine now.
I think it's a great idea. Loving it.
All right, we'll see you guys next week. Bye,
Thank you.
everybody.
Thank you,
Have a
Di.
great week, everyone.
Bye, everybody.